Welcome to Bridges here at CBRC.TV. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all our viewers around the world.
Hi, good evening, Dr. Evelyn Songko at sa mga viewers ng ating Bridges. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Again. And hello, good evening, good morning, or good afternoon to our viewers on Bridges here on CBRC.TV.
Welcome to Bridges here at CBRC.TV. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all our viewers around the world.
Hi, good evening, Dr. Evelyn Songko at sa mga viewers ng ating Bridges. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Again. And hello, good evening, good morning, or good afternoon to our viewers on Bridges here on CBRC.TV.
Welcome to Bridges here at CBRC.TV. And this is Evelyn Songko. Together with me is Claude Despabiladera, and we are your hosts tonight. So to all of you, our viewers, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Good morning or good afternoon kung saan man kayo sa buong mundo. And of course, this show is brought to you by the UST Artlets Alumni Association and the UST Philips Alumni Association. Also, of the UST Alumni Association, Inc., the mother association of all the recognized alumni associations of the university. And definitely would like to thank Dean Henry Tenedero, who is the president of the UST Alumni Association, Inc. Good evening, Claude. How are you?
I'm okay. Once again, thank you very much for having me as your co-host. I'm excited about this show. I'm ready to learn a lot more from our guest.
Yeah. Alam mo, Claude, ang dami na nating napag-usapan, ha? Tonight, we will continue with our theme on environment, no?
Yeah.
From vertical garden to solid waste and its effect on climate change, and then from responsible segregation from the source. Ayan, no? May naka-show ngayon, tignan mo. It's projected. Ang tawag dyan ay, it's a project which is very beautiful, and I hope our viewers will actually appreciate that. Ang tawag dyan ay trash to cash back. Ang galing, no? When they segregate at source, then they will get some environmental points. Happy ka ba dyan, Claude?
Oh yes, ma'am. Talagang it's something that supports what we have been talking about since we started our show in January after we resumed the Christmas break. So it's great that we have that to help us take care of our environment. Mm-hmm.
True. And our guest tonight is actually very knowledgeable also about that. Marami siyang ginagawa tungkol dito. And I think you're excited to ipakilala mo na nga.
Yes, ma'am. We are blessed to have with us tonight Miss Maria Delia Cristina M. Valdez. She is an AB Economics graduate of the University of Santo Tomas, and she is the current executive director of the National Solid Waste Management Commission Secretariat and concurrent OIC of the Solid Waste Management Division of the Environmental Management Bureau of the Department of the Environment and Natural Resources. And she has been in the government for the last 20 years. So welcome to the show, Director Valdez.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, Dr. Evelyn and Claude. Good evening, everyone. And to the viewers around the world, good morning and good afternoon. It is an honor to be part of the Bridges today. Before anything else, I would like to inform everyone that this month, we are celebrating the 20th signing anniversary of the Law on Solid Waste Management and also the 6th year of the Zero Waste Month. So thank you to UST Artlets and Philets Alumni Association for inviting me to the show.
We're
Oh,
happy
that
to
is
have
so
you, ma'am.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Miss Del. No, we're very happy that you are with us. We're so excited to listen to you, and we'd like to know what is the role of your office in terms of the solid waste management.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your question. First and foremost, I'd like to provide a brief background on the players or actors on solid waste management. First, we have this national policy on solid waste management or yung ating batas sa basura, which we also call as the Republic Act 9003. Basically, it provides the mechanisms on the institutional, the financial, the technical, and enforcement mechanisms for proper waste management. It revolves around the concept of the inverted triangle, meaning avoidance muna before residuals management. So the law created the National Solid Waste Management Commission. It is It has 17 members. It has 14 members from the government and 3 from the private sector. And allow me just to mention the members para alam natin kung sino yung mga main actors on waste management. First, we have the DENR or the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. Siya ang chair of the commission. And then we have the Department of Interior and Local Government, the Department of Trade and Industry, the Department of
Mm.
Science and Technology, Department of Health, Department of Agriculture, the Metro Manila Development Authority, the 4 leagues of the local government, the League of Provinces, League of Municipalities, League of Cities, and the Liga ng mga Barangay. And then we also have a member from the Philippine Information Agency and then the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. As for the private sector naman, we have 3. They are coming from the recycling industry, the manufacturing and packaging industry, and the non-government organization. Right now, the vice chair is coming from the recycling industry. So makikita natin, powerhouse yung National Solid Waste Management Commission. Kung ano yung tulong na kakailanganin in terms of providing services for waste management, nandyan sa National Solid Waste Management Commission. Basically, ang kanyang role is to oversee the implementation of plans and programs on waste management. Nandyan din yung nag-a-approve ng mga plano ng local government units. Challenging po yung kami sa opisina namin mag-review ng mga plano ng local government unit at sila mayor at si Gov ay magpe-present sa members of the National Solid Waste Management Commission for their approval ng plans. And then ang commission din po ang responsible for filing of cases doon sa mga hearing or non-compliant local government units. But as much as possible, ayaw na namin umabot doon sa merong magrereklamo. At kami sa DENR, sa EMD, we provide the technical assistance, the guidance, and support to our local government units para naman ma-facilitate yung kanilang pag-comply sa various sections on waste management. Nandiyan yung segregation at source, na I think napag-usapan nyo ito last Sunday, yung segregated collection, and then yung establishment of a materials recovery facility, and then yung proper disposal. So basically, ang office ng EMB, siya ang nagsaserve ng Secretariat ng National Solid Waste Management Commission. Dadaan sa Secretariat, ang papel, and then idediretso yan sa Commission for their adoption or approval. Ang office namin ay nasa loob ng DENR. Kami ay kasama sa Environmental Management Bureau.
Mm.
Oh.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
ma'am, dagdag ko lang din pala, our office also provides yung dapat mag-complement yung different environmental laws. Dapat kung nagko-comply sa basura, batas ng basura, dapat din mag-comply sa batas ng hangin, ng tubig, ng climate change, environmental education, sa toxic and hazardous waste management. So dapat nagko-complement lahat yung environmental laws in terms of waste management. Medyo heavy po, pero kayang-kaya with the help of the other stakeholders.
Thank you very much for explaining all that to us, Ms. Valdez. We'd also like to know what activities does our government have to assist the LGUs, civil societies, and private sector in solid waste management?
Opo. Kanina nabanggit ko na merong mga provisions sa 9003 na mandated gawin ng local government unit. Andyan yung segregation at source, segregated collection, establishment of MRFs, and the safe disposal of solid waste. Basically, our office provides yung guidance sa ating mga local government units, sa ating mga NGOs, at sa ating private sector, kung saan sila pwedeng mag-complement para mapatupad ang mga batas na nandun sa RA 9003. Basically, yung provision of technical assistance and support, minsan in terms of providing the equipment to the local government units para ma-facilitate yung kanilang pag-comply, ginagawa ng office namin yan. And syempre, hindi dyan nawawala yung continuous na learning and continuous developing and continuous capacitation of our partners sa LGU, sa NGO, at saka sa private sector. Vice versa. Kung meron kaming nalalamang bago, sinasabi namin sa kanila. Siyempre ngayon, meron mga developments sa technology, iyan ay sinishare po para maging updated din naman yung ating pamamaraan sa pagpapatupad ng batas sa basura.
Mm-mm. So napakadami ng involved, no, dito sa ating concern na ito ng solid waste management. Talagang collaborative, kumbaga, ang approach, multidisciplinary at integrated. Parang iniisip mo talagang dapat systems thinking ang approach para ma-solve natin itong concern na ito. Pero hindi pa nagpapatuloy pa rin yung mismanagement ng solid waste. Ano ba yung impact ng mismanagement ng solid waste sa ating environment? Ulitin natin ulian para sa ating mga viewers. Di po ba,
Yes.
Del? Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Malaki impact nun ng solid waste, di ba? Mm-hmm.
Yes, very true, ma'am. Ang solid waste, pag mismanaged siya, meron siyang effect sa ating air, sa ating water, and sa ating land, and of course, sa ating health. First and foremost, sa air. Pag halimbawa, ang basura, sinunog natin, at merong mga kasamang toxics doon sa basurang isinunog, chances are meron siyang mga makikreate na hazardous gases. Yan po yung dioxins and furans. Yan po ay very detrimental sa health ng tao. Kahit na sinunog mo lang din yung simpleng dahon at simpleng siga sa backyard, minsan yung kapitbahay natin nagrereklamo kasi masakit sa dibdib, may asthma sila. So, ang pagsusunog ng basura, hindi dapat gawin. Nasa batas yan, bawal ang pagsunog ng basura. And then sa water pollution naman, ang basura po, kapag ka nabulok, meron po yan nakatas na generate. Ang tawag po dyan ay leachate. Minsan, in layman's term, ang tawag dyan ay patis ng basura or juice ng basura. Yun po dahil our waste are not segregated and most often than not, they are containing hazardous content, toxic yung leachate na nag-generate. And this would pollute our groundwater and ang ating surface water. Dito po yung maapektuhan yung ating pinagkukuhaan ng tubig, yung ating groundwater. Yun po ay delikado sa health. And syempre, kaya tayo naglilinis ngayon ng ating Manila Bay, ng ating mga rivers and creeks. Actually po, hindi lang po Manila Bay ang nililinis ngayon. All over the Philippines, meron pong mga clean-ups sa mga estero, sa mga rivers. Yan po regular activity ng ating government. Hindi lang po ng DNR, nakikipag-partner na rin siya ng iba't ibang agencies para malinis natin yung ating waterways. Kasi malaki ang impact niya sa ating health and of course sa ating environment na hiniram lang natin sa future, sa ating mga future generation, sa ating mga apo at anak.
True. Ms. Valdez, which really goes to show we should be more mindful of the consequences of our actions, particularly sa pagtatapon at pagsasegregate ng ating mga basura kasi maapektuhan rin talaga yung ibang tao, hindi po ba?
Yes,
tama ka, Claude. Tama
At
ka.
saka, ma'am, napapansin ko rin sa mga paglalakad ko because I walk all around. I love walking long distances. Ang nakikita ko na sa paligid, ang daming trash na mga face shields and face masks. Ito na po, because of the pandemic, ito po yung kalat na itatapon kung saan-saan. So ano po bang dapat namin gawin para itapon ito ng mabuti? And what should we do, and what guidelines do we have regarding disposing of face masks and face shields?
Oo
Thank you
nga,
for your
bago yan,
question.
Claude.
Yeah,
Bagong
napaka-timely
basura.
naman. True, ma'am. Totoo. Kasi noong mga nakaraang taon, ang opisina namin, ang inaalala ay yung mga biodegradable waste, yung mga kanin, mga fruits and vegetables trimming na hindi nakokolekta, na siya ang namamaho. Actually, 52% of our waste are biodegradable. So kung ang lata ng corned beef, wala nang laman sa loob, hindi mo problema ang lata. Pero kung meron pa siyang corned beef sa loob, chances are mamamaho yon. So, hindi mo problema ang lata, ang problema mo ay yung laman ng lata na hindi mo properly dispose or manage. So, kagaya ng mga nang nabanggit ko kanina, hindi na papag-usapan yan noon. At ang tinitingnan namin ay yung management of biodegradables and recyclables. Pero nung dumating yung ating pandemic last March, parang kinakailangan maglabas ng guidelines ang government patungkol sa pag-manage ng waste coming from the households na sinasabi nating healthcare waste from the household. So ito po yung kailangan pag hinubad mo, hindi mo siya kailangan hawakan sa harap para hindi mo mahawakan outside part of the mask. At iyon ay kailangan mong i-disinfect. Sabi sa guidelines, 1 tablespoon of bleach to 1.5 liters of water. Ibababad mo doon yung mask for 30 minutes. Yun ay process ng disinfection. Meron pong guidelines na nilabas ng National Solid Waste Management Commission, yung resolution number 1364, at DILG also passed memorandum circular on the same issue. So nag-complement yung DILG ordinance, MC, and the NSWMC resolution para mag-guide ang ating local government units. Ang paalala lang po sa lahat, never mix your masks, gloves, and face shields kung i-dispose na doon sa regular waste. Tandaan natin, pinotektahan natin ang sarili natin, protektahan din natin yung ating mga collector. You protect me and I protect you. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
So, kailangan yung mga masks and gloves, naka-separate siya na plastic bag or separate na container pag dinispose natin siya. Huwag nating hayaan mahawakan pa siya ng ating collector. And remember, always remember, you protect me and I also protect you.
Oo nga.
Never mix it with the regular waste.
Gusto dapat sasabihin namin yan sa lahat, no? Sa ating mga kasamahan. Kasi para iisa lang yung paglalagyan nung face shield, face mask na tinatapon natin. Kala natin pwede lang i-mix kahit saan, Nako, kailangan pala medyo gawin nating i-spread natin yung ganyang klaseng practice. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
help us, ma'am. Spread the word.
Oo. Claude, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. Meron po ba kayong pwedeng ipakita sa amin na mga activities or mga projects na ginagawa ng office ninyo para sa mga concerns regarding solid waste?
Yes, timing, Claude, yung iyong tanong. I would like to show this video.
The estimated waste generation in the Philippines is over 21.5 million metric tons for 2020. Around 3.5 million metric tons are generated in Metro Manila, where each person is estimated to have contributed almost a kilogram of waste per day. Of this, only 85% of wastes were collected. and some 15% were either burned or have ended up in rivers and esteros and clogged the drainage system in Metro Manila. Despite government efforts, solid waste remains one of the country's major environmental problems. 2 decades after the enactment of Republic Act 9003, or the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000, the problem on garbage persisted. In 2018, under the leadership of Secretary Roy A. Simatu, the DENR committed to provide solutions to the country's garbage woes and started the intensified campaign towards proper disposal and management of garbage. With this commitment, solid waste management in the country started gaining ground. Local government units were obligated to complete their 10-year solid waste management plans to address the garbage problem. The government's National Solid Waste Management Commission Chair, Secretary Roy Simatu, designated Undersecretary Benny Antiporta as alternate chair of the commission. Since then, partnership with the LGUs has been revolutionized. Consultations and collaborative works were strengthened. Unrelentless technical assistance was provided in the preparation of LGU's solid waste management plans. These plans now contain appropriate strategies on residual, recyclable, biodegradable, and special wastes, including healthcare wastes. With 699 approved 10-year solid waste management plans accomplished from May 2018 to 2020, the National Solid Waste Commission has already approved 1,069 plans out of a total of 1,715 LGUs nationwide, including the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. This achievement represents an unprecedented increase in the average output of the NSW Commission in just 1.5 years. Strongly determined to enforce the provisions of Republic Act 9003, the Commission, under the guidance of the Office of the DENR Undersecretary as acting chair, effected the closure of 100 illegal dump sites, including those in Pora, Bacolod, and San Fernando in Pampanga, Limay in Bataan, General Luna in Siargao Island, Calamba in Laguna, and more recently in Tanza, Cavite. To show how serious the Commission is in implementing its mandate, several cases have been filed with the Office of the Ombudsman against erring local executives. Meanwhile, the number of sanitary landfills rose from only 135 in 2017 to 165 in 2018, 187 in 2019, 241 by the end of 2020, and still counting. USEC Antiporta spearheaded the ban on the use of unnecessary single-use plastics in all government offices through Resolution Number 2020-1363. A succeeding NSWMC Resolution Number 2020-1364, adopting the interim guidelines on the management of COVID-19 related healthcare waste to address the increasing volume of healthcare wastes generated in health facilities. The Commission also issued NSWMC Resolution Number 1380, adopting the guidelines on the Waste Analysis and Characterization Study, WACS, and its related manual. This resolution prescribed the color coding of waste bins or bags according to its classification: green for biodegradables, blue for recyclables, red for household special wastes, and black for residual wastes. The guidelines on WACS serve as the prescribed guide for all government-initiated conduct of WACS and the standard and basis of all 10-year SWM plans submitted to the Commission for approval effective January 2021. Consistently advocating proper waste management led to conceptualization of the pioneering program Pera sa Basura ng Bata, not only to train the youth, but also to make them realize that there are incentives in the proper management of wastes. To secure support and cooperation, the first ever public consultation with sanitary landfill operators was conducted, resulting in firmed up, doable solutions on wastes. To provide assistance in waste recycling activities, 5 bio-waste shredders and composters were initially distributed to the LGUs of Pampanga and Bataan. Distribution of 173 bio-waste shredders and composters for LGUs within the Manila Bay region will follow. The persistent and no-nonsense implementation of the law on ecological solid waste is apparent in the changing landscape in terms of management of garbage in the country. With the continuing efforts on solid waste management, a cleaner and healthier environment is certainly not far from reality.
Well, thank you for presenting that video to us, Miss Valdez. Yeah.
It's really very informative. Now we know there are so many things that they have been doing regarding our waste management, and that's particularly by the National Solid Waste Commission. No, napakadami nilang activities na dapat lang talaga we as private individuals should really help. Hindi to kaya ng government mag-isa lang. So lahat tayo dapat tulong-tulong tayo. Del, would you like to give us some at least your final message to our viewers?
Yes, thank you, Miss Evelyn. Final message, siguro, let's do our share in protecting the environment. Remember, we are all waste generators, and proper waste management starts with us. The government cannot do it alone. We need your commitment, your dedication, and of course, your participation to protect the only earth that we have. And let us protect the only home of our children's children. And again, Miss Evelyn, Claude, the rest of the Bridges staff and crew here in CBRC TV, the UST Artlets and Philips alumni, thank you very much. And thank you also sa audience natin. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director Valdez, for joining us tonight.
And really, we are very happy that you joined us. Thank you very much. This is a very insightful evening, and sana po, no, mabuhay ang advocacy natin sa pagmamahal natin sa ating Mother Earth, no? Okay, thank you so much. Claude, let us now thank others. Alam ko, meron kang gustong pasalamatan, Claude.
Oh, yes. But before we do so, Ma'am Songko, Director Valdez, we have some messages from our viewers. We would like to read them out to you. Any moment now, they will appear on the screen. We have, as usual, Ms. Teresita Mir watching. Nice topic. Thank you. Ma'am Ida Tionco, waste mismanagement is hazardous to our air, land, and water, and they also cause hazards to our health. Let us act now to protect our environment and health. Thank you, Ms. Ida. And from Teresita Mir, good idea to spread is separate plastic for disposal of face masks and face shields. Maganda po yung na-share ninyo sa amin. I don't think a lot of people know that. Cheng Li, napakaganda po ng topic. And thank you for watching, Cheng. Nelly de Rosario, who is my co-lector. Very informative. We have Dwight Ramos. Thank you so much. Thank you to you, Director, for talking about the things that he said. And of one, we have Dr. Carl Balita himself. He said, watching meaningful conversation in a pandemic. Correct. Yan. All right.
Thank you. So, thank you very much dun sa mga comments.
Once again, we would like to thank you, Director Valdez. And also, we would like to thank the UST Phillets and Artlets Alumni Association for sponsoring the show tonight. Thank you, Dean Henry Tenedero, President of the UST Artlets Association, and Ms. Mitos Araneta, President of the Phillips Alumni Association. Thank you, USTAAI, and Ms. Ida Tionco, Chairman of the USTAAI Academics Committee and President of the UST Nursing Association. And Ma'am Songko, please allow me just very briefly, I'd like to thank you, ma'am, for having me as your guest co-host since December up to this month. I learned a lot from you. It's like getting reunited with my former professor. And thanks as well to Miss Marilyn Cano, Ma'am Ida Tionco for the support and guidance, and to the CBRC.TV team, or the tech team, Ryan, Algie, Anna, and Marco for teaching me how to go about this. And also, ma'am, since December, I've had this as my backdrop. This is the creation of a UST alumnus, Mr. Aljo Clarino, and former member of the UST men's football team. Thank you, Aljo. I owe you one. That's it, ma'am.
And to all our viewers, thank you very much for watching. See you again on Sunday. On Sunday, we will talk again about vertical gardens para mapaganda natin ang ating kapaligiran. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. Let us put more into our action for Mother Earth. Here on Bridges, we do not build walls. We build connections of learning. We build connections of people. We build knowledge. So good night, everyone.
And here at CBRC, we actually have bridges of hope, bridges of faith, bridges of love. Thank you very much. Good night. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Welcome to Bridges here at CBRC.TV. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all our viewers around the world.
Hi, good evening, Dr. Evelyn Songko, at sa mga viewers ng ating Bridges. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Again. And hello, good evening, good morning, or good afternoon to our viewers on Bridges here on CBRC.TV.